On one question this week, we answer, how do I know if my PPC search campaign, AdWords campaign, SEM campaign is profitable? So if you've been in the online space for a while, you know all about AdWords. You know, there are millions and millions of people searching using Google, especially within Thailand, every single day. So advertising on the first page of Google using AdWords, there are so many ways and so many advertising baht or dollars being spent that's being completely wasted. So how do we really identify, what keywords we're using that's really driving profit or revenue for the business? So I really want to introduce a metric that not too many people know of, which is EPC, earnings per click. So the premise behind this is that what keywords are generating revenue for your business, and it's a metric that you can work out fairly quickly if you've got the right tracking in place. And the idea is to really look and optimize the account around sales, not conversions, but sales. So within service-based businesses, you're typically trying to generate leads through your website or a landing page, or through using AdWords search. And there are very few businesses that I've noticed do this, but they're not optimizing for the actual sales. So, it goes from click, website, convert, or drive a conversion through a lead generation form. Then it goes to a sales team, and then that sales team has to close, and then you generate the revenue that comes through from that sale. So how do we connect the dots from click to final sale? So the answer to that is tracking. So making sure that your CRM, which is collecting the leads and the sales that are coming out, you need to be able to know which sales are being generated from paid search, like AdWords. So if you're able to, through your CRM, so at Primal, we're a HubSpot certified partner. This is some of the things that we do for our clients, whereby we know exactly what sales they're generating through HubSpot, because it's able to track, which leads are generated through paid search. And what we do is we collate all of that revenue data, and then we divide it by the number of clicks that was generated during that time period to generate those sales. So what we end up is a metric called earnings per click. So that's the total revenue derived from paid search or AdWords divided by the number of clicks within that given period. And what we can see is that if we're paying, let's say, 10 baht per click on average throughout the month, and we have an EPC figure of, let's say, 20 baht per click, we know that we're generating strong revenue from AdWords without taking into account profit margins. So if that figure beats the CPC figure or the cost per click figure, we know we're really generating value. So it's quite an important figure to take into account, especially if you're a PPC specialist, or you're running an AdWords account for your brand or your company. So that revenue, you could even look at, and even if you didn't have that CRM to be able to pull through that kind of accurate information back into AdWords, is you want to take a look at your lifetime value per customer. So the LTV formula. So if you're able to work that out and figure out, okay, well, how many customers on average do we get from AdWords? You can figure out that figure as well, multiply that by the LTV number, you'll end up with an estimated amount of revenue for your company from AdWords, and you can sort of work backwards in order to figure that out. So if you really want to focus on AdWords driving strong results for the business, you've got to tick a few boxes, and one of those is, not optimizing for conversions, but optimizing for actual sales, right? And you got to ensure that the track is in place so that you can determine which keywords are generating revenue. And then what you can do is cut down all the unnecessary spend being used on all the other keywords. They might be generating leads for your business, but they're not generating sales. So focus on the keywords that are getting your business sales. So that answers that question, hopefully. How can we ensure that AdWords is driving as much value for your business as possible? Focus on EPC, not on conversions, but actual sales derived from the platform. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. It doesn't have to be a question. It could be just letting us know that this is of value to you. But if you do have any digital marketing related questions that you believe would be suitable for us to answer, please, on any of our social media platforms, leave a question, and hopefully we'll pick it up in next week's video. Thank you very much.